So the Social Entrepreneurship Learning Lab, or CEL Fellowship for short, is an three-stage interdisciplinary fellowship for students at UT, built and run entirely by students. The way that CEL operates is we give students an opportunity to identify a social cause that really speaks to them. And they spend the first semester of the fellowship doing in-depth research, trying to figure out a solution for those problems. Using that research and using the tools and resources that CEL can provide to these students, we hope that they then take this and can build an actually functioning venture where they can begin to combat some of these issues moving forwards.
It's our final event at the end of the semester where the fellows present all the research they've done as well as what their venture is. And SYS is open to the public, so we do have a lot of external people coming in. Last semester we actually had a few people come in from the Swan Angel Network, so there was actual venture capitalists that came in and gave feedback on a lot of the fellows' ideas.
So I lead the Incubator Fellowship, and the Incubator Fellowship is the second stage of the CEL Fellowship. This is when fellows are taking their ideas that they got from the Ideator Fellowship and trying to turn it into something tangible. So at the end of the semester, after doing all of their POCs, after conducting their MVP, they pitch at something called Sell Your Impact, or SYI. And during this time, they're basically able to pitch in a 10-minute presentation, show off their ventures, and compete for non-dilutive seed funding.
CEL partnered with the GSLI last semester, so this whole school year we have been able to get their support from a funding perspective. They also provide us with advisors and mentorship, so that's been amazing. And then of course, I'm in the GSLI hub right now. We have all of our ideator and incubator sessions here, and it's been awesome to have a collaborative space for us to all work together. It's been fantastic having them as our partner.
The culture of CEL is everyone's favorite part of CEL. I can't even understate the community that comes about both on board and for the fellows. I text someone from CEL every day, probably multiple times a day, because it supersedes the fellowship, and really at this point we've just become good friends. Part of what makes CEL so fun is just that we hang out. We have so many socials that are smaller scale, we go to dinner after meetings or go to the park or fun things like that, but then there are also more fun, exciting things we go on retreat. We have a barge coming up, and we just honestly like to make good time together.